Welcome RM Touch CCNA Practical Labs. In this lesson, we will learn how to make configuration static NAT. Static NAT is a network configuration method that creates a fixed one-to-one mapping between a private IP address and public IP address. This means that every time the internal device accesses the internet, it uses the same public IP addresses, which is consistent and predictable. If we look how the static NAT works, each internal device with a private IP addresses is assigned specific public IP addresses. When an internal device sends a request to the internet, the static NAT devices translates to the private IP to the corresponding public IP. Incoming traffic from the internet to the public IP is then translated back to the private IP, allowing for seamless communication. So as you see, in our first step for the designing the configuration for in our topology, first we will configure IP addresses to the router, to the routers, and to the host and the hostess. So in this interface, it will uses in this IP address, and then we will assign this IP address. In this cable in between these two routers, we will assign 20.20.20 or this IP address as a public IP address. So in this interface, we will assign this IP address in this server 8.8.8.8.0. So to start our configuration, first we will configure IP addresses to the router and hosts. So click this router. Now enable config. Let me check this interface. Okay, gigabyte 0/0 interface gigabyte 0/0 IP address 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown. Okay, come this another interface gigabyte 01, and we will assign this IP address 20.20.20.1 in this interface. But this another interface we will assign 20.2. Interface gigabyte 0/1, and this IP address 20.20.20.1 255.0.0.0 and no shutdown. Okay, okay, come this another interface. Now enable config interface gigabyte 0/0 and IP address 20.20.20.2 255.0.0.0 because first was 20.1. Okay, come this another interface of the server, and we will assign this IP address. This interface will be 8.8.8.1. Interface gigabyte 01. Let me check. Yes, gigabyte 01. IP address 8.8.8.1 255.255.255.0 and no shutdown. Okay, now we finish for the configuring IP address to the routers, and then I will assign the host's IP address. Click 192.168 dot 30 sorry dot 20 dot 30, and its default gateway is 20.1. Come this another PC 20.40, and its default gateway is 20.1. Okay, come to this Google email server to assign its IP address 8.8 dot 8.8.8. Okay, and this default gateway is 8.8.8.1. Okay, now we finish for the configuring IP addresses to the router and hosts. And in our next step, we will make the routing protocol using a OSPF. So we will advertise in this IP address and this IP address in this router. And this router, we will advertise this IP address and this IP address. So click this router, first exit, router OSPF 10. The router ID is 1.1.1.1 and network 192.168.20.0 0.0.0.255 area 0, and come this another interface IP address, this IP address. Okay, 20.20.20.0, okay, 0.255.255.255, and it's area 0, and then do right. Okay, come this another router, exit, router OSPF 10, router ID is 2.2.2.2, network, we will advertise this IP address 20.20.20.0 and I.I.I.I.0. Okay, network 20.20.20.0 and 0.255.255.255 area 0. Okay, network 8.8.8.8.0. Okay, 0. Yeah. Okay, network 8.8.8.0. Okay, 0.255.255.255 0. Okay, sorry, 0.0.0.255 area 0. Sorry, network 8.8.8.0 0.0.0.255 area 0, and then do right. Now we finish for the configuring routing protocol OSPF. In our next step, we will ping the Google server and trace route the paths, and we will check. Okay, come this PC, ping 8.8.8. Okay, dot 8. Yes, in this PC can reach or can ping the server, the Google email server. Okay, come this another PC to check if it can reach or not. Ping 8.8.8.8, and also this another PC it can reach. So we'll make a trace route for the bodies. Okay, trace route, trace route 8.8.8.8. Okay, trace cert 8.8.8.8. Sorry. Trace cert 8.8.8.8. Yes, you see is the IP address of this interface, and this one is the IP address in between this one and the last one, and the last one is the Google email server. So okay, come this another PC, come this another PC and trace cert 8.8.8.8. Yes, everything is working and fine. So in our next step we'll configure a static NAT to do one-to-one translation. So come this router, and then exit IP NAT inside source, IP NAT inside, and its source is, let me check, its source is static 192.168.20. We will assign this one 192.168.20.30. Okay, and come in this IP address, and then you will assign this interface, especially this interface 20.20.20, 20.20.20.1. Okay, 20.20.20.1. Enter and come to IP NAT inside source. Yes, okay, IP NAT inside source static 192.168.20.40, and it's okay, okay, it's a 20.20.20.1. Okay, in our next step we'll combine the interface, and it will be, we will assign these two interfaces. This interface we will assign gigabyte 01, we will assign outside, and this interface we will assign inside. So interface gigabyte 0/0 IP NAT inside. Interface gigabyte 0/1 IP NAT outside. Okay, do show IP NAT translation. Okay, firstly, I will bing 8 dot sorry 8 dot 8 dot 8 dot 8. Yes, okay, and then return do show IP NAT do show IP NAT translation. Yes, as you see in here, everything here is fine. So come this another. Okay, in our next step we will configure interfaces as NAT inside. Okay, now we will make the trace route. So come this PC trace search 8.8.8.8. Yes, everything is fine. So come this another PC trace search 8.8.8.8. Okay, come this PC, then do show IP NAT translation 20.20.1.1.1.17 19. It translates 192.168.20.17 8.8.8.8.17 8.8.8. Yes, this one is the inside global, and this one is the inside local, and this one is the outside local, and this one is the outside global. So now we finish for the configuring static NAT configuration is. So please subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next